Anger is a killing thing. It kills the man who angers. For each rage leaves him less than he had been before it takes something from him. Louis L'Amour. And that's what it is. I mean, I became enraged. I was now a different person than who I was before I shipped out. The world wasn't the way I had left it. And when I returned to life here, I started working, did what everyone else did. Met a girl, got married. Eventually we had a little girl. Everything agitated me. I was now always short-tempered, easy to anger, slow to calm down. Didn't give my child much of a childhood. Couldn't stand the noise, playing, even her, just a kid, being a kid. I don't remember ever enjoying myself like she did. My other friends figured out their lives. My buddy Harry, who came out as gay, he was living a happy life, being the man he always wanted to be. And Steve, he's doing great. Still single, principal some school, Midwest. I dove into my work, projects around the house. My lawn, more of a priority than my own family. One day when my daughter was a teenager, she was being a real brat, short with me, disrespecting her mother, because we wouldn't let her go out with her friends. She started screaming, "I hate both of you. I wish you were dead." Next thing I know, she's on the floor, covering her cheek, and I'm screaming at her, "You don't talk like that to me. I'm your father. I hold the highest rank here." I left the house wondering what I had done. And then when I returned, she was avoiding me, face down, compliant. That deep purple bruise on her cheek, my daughter's cheek, the one I made with my own hand. I swore to protect her when she was born. I lived my life by a motto, always faithful. I knew then I had to fix this. Whatever this was, it wasn't right. Wasn't me. Hadn't been me for years. I needed to find a faith in what I should be.
Michelle, usual, please. Well, I've always been a drinker, but now I drink a little bit more to deal with the pain. I've got one more Oxycontin at home, but I better believe I'm going to save it for when I really need it. What I noticed was that most people don't care about the war or the fighting anymore. I mean, they have no idea what we went through, nor do they remember how to ask. I mean, they don't know how hot some of the places got during the fighting. They do know that they have a bumper sticker of "We support the troops" on the back of their truck. I don't know how the hell that supports me. People mainly don't even acknowledge us anymore. You know? Just a faceless person who wore camo, who came out of the desert or the mountains. I mean, during Vietnam, I mean, those guys came back and they were spit upon and yelled at. You know, but most of those kids didn't even have a choice. At least they were acknowledged, not like the rest of us. I mean, I'd rather have somebody yelling at me and feeling different. I mean, I didn't join up and serve my country so that way somebody can thank me for my service when they find out I was over there. I mean, I can't even go on Facebook anymore, man. I can't read. I mean, people don't know what it's like when you got your best friend dying in your arms over there. And people over here are judging on who should be kicked off of Dancing with the Stars. Yeah, I know. Well, it's different realities. I'm just trying to figure out how to live in this one and deal with the other. I can barely do either. I need some help, man.
Yeah, Jeremy came home about, I don't know, I think it's 9 weeks ago now, a little over 2 months. You know that he had been deployed and he took on 2 tours. And he was supposed to come back and I hadn't heard from him, so I kept checking my emails over and over and over again, trying to like make sense of the dates because I hadn't heard a word and no emails. I ended up getting this call and it was Jeremy. I was like, Jeremy, where are you? Is everything okay? Are you all right? And he was like, yeah, Mom, I'm fine. I'm at a veterans facility that helps homeless people. Homeless? You're not homeless. You've got a home right here. Why are you there? He ended up saying that he needed to work through some stuff and talk to some people before he came home. And I was like, well, what happened? He said he was assaulted. And I was like, are you hurt? What'd you break? Did you get any stitches? He said, no, Mom, I was assaulted. Who'd have ever thought I'd have to worry about that? I was worried about him not coming back alive. I was worried about him being traumatized in some other way, not that. So anyway, now he's been home and he's not himself. I'm not myself. I don't even know how to talk to him anymore. And I just hear these noises of these girls in his room and you know, he's going through women like their tissues during allergy season. It's just insane. He doesn't need to prove to me that he's straight, but apparently he needs to prove to himself that he is. I know it wasn't his fault. Anyway, there's just so much of the unknown, and there's so much resentment on both of our parts. I'm reaching out. I got to reach out to somebody. I've got to like find out somebody I could talk to, because I just feel so darn vulnerable, and I'm escaping, and obviously he is. I just want my boy back. I'm gonna get him back.